Of course. God, howdy, that was close.
You got something on your shoe.
Give him a hand.
Gross.
Bum bum. Of The Last of Us. As it is part 6. Part 5, was it 6? No, it's part 6. Part 6. And whatever language we were saying, it's part 6. Now, last time, we left off in this place in a pretty precarious position. And the controls being all funky. And this being a notoriously difficult part to get through. There's code, isn't it, on that now? Oh, no, right. Yeah, to get through, because obviously all the clickers here who react to sound and tend to kill you with one hit. Now, there's a typical guys. Tend to play. Oh, what is it? Circle? No, it's not square. Oh, what button is it? Oh, is that one? Is it on? L2. No, that's aim. Reload. R1, that's it. Oh, Jesus. It's the trouble is when you go away from games for a week and you play something else, although the controls don't really tend to change all that much, you do have a habit of forgetting what button does what, and it's a bit like Let's go. Let's go, Fisco. Now it's just take it down. Take him down. Take him downtown, which incidentally is where we are. Oh dear. So guys, I turned 30 last week, and I was very pleasantly surprised with a PS3 for my birthday. My lovely girlfriend and my brilliant mother bought me a PS3. PS3, what am I talking about? PS5. I'm going backwards. PS5, sorry guys, it's the heat. It's very hot in the UK. Yeah, bought me a PS5 and I was very surprised by it. I'm yet to set it up because I'm still playing some YouTube games on the PS4 and I want to finish them. I'm aware you can pretty much play PS4 games on the PS5. It's fine. In case you remember all the passwords, that's the issue of it. Too many passwords, having to go back and remember them all when you set something new. Bit of a kerfuffle, unfortunately, and this week I am working a lot. I am covering a few shifts, so I am putting in the effort, the grind, the time, as they say. Putting the hard graft in. Just for Mr. Taxman to come along and go, yoink! You get a quarter of that and I'll take the rest, thank you very much. But, I'm too kind, guys, I am so nice. Said I'll cover the shifts, said I'll do it, and then Bob's your uncle, family's your aunt. Old English expression. Oh, that noise, man. That noise is so effective. I hate it. Ooh, glass. Yeah, that noise. So I believe I mentioned in the last video about the dumb AI, and honest to fudge, I'm so happy when it comes to Last of Us Part 2 that your companion AI was improved drastically, because this is, like I said, there's general parts in this game where the immersion is fantastic and you do feel right in the moment, right in the action. But at the moments when they do stuff like that and they run in front of the clickers, you think, oh. Can I shoot him? Show him? Shoot him? Like that. It's frustrating to say the least. It's a tense moment in the game, isn't it? It's a tense moment, and what you don't want is someone running around like a lunatic, go in front of these guys, behind these guys. You think, oh, what are you playing at, Joel? Not Joel, but what you playing at, Ellie and his friend Tessa. It's kind of takes you out a bit. You think, okay, do you mind, behaving like a normal person would. Now, I'm aware I'm missing that safe, but I'm just gonna scoot by. Gonna throw. No, not yet. Oh, he's meant to move, wasn't he? Oh, point of view. What was it? That one is it? You're meant to move, buddy boy. There you go. Oh, I've got. It's there. It's definitely there. Oh, I'm dead. Thank you, whoever shot Tessa. I'm gonna see it's you, Tessa. What are you playing at, you absolute moron? I mean, yeah, sorry, I got quiet there. Just want to concentrate on what I'm meant to do. I don't know where I'm meant to go because I forgot. I knew it was in this direction.
Joel, over there.
Well, yeah, you can't kill him. Absolute nonsense. Yeah, go. There goes down. No, wrong button. Fucking hell. Before I go to a language. R1? No, it's not R1, is it? What is it? Start. No. That's the one. Controls are so confusing, guys. Right. Right, can we now get it down? There we go. Oh, crikey. Crikey on a stick. So I know there's a safe in there. I know there's pretty got some useful in there, but yeah. Let's just get through this bit, shall we? Well, I must admit, my issue that I had the previous weeks with the whole stop and starting that was plaguing me, I seem to be sorted out, shall we say? Yeah, sorted out, shall we say? Like, yeah. But yeah, so I said, like, got a PS5. It's sitting right to the right of me. Got a few games. I've got Demon's Souls, Spun-Man, Mars Morales, and I think they had Ratchet & Clank included with it, so that's good. And also I bought the Mass Effect trilogy. Now I've never played Mass Effect. Obviously I've seen like YouTube videos and I know most of what goes on, but it'd be good to experience it for the first time. I think I've heard many good things about it. I heard it's one of the best games, or best, well, first two games. Well, I suppose the trilogy you give it a couple of third one, but then apparently the third was a bit of a disappointment. But then, how do you finish a great series? That's the question. Many games tend to struggle with the third installment. But yeah, so got that to look forward to. Hopefully, after this, well, after the past two, or after the next 2 kind of weeks, and work eases a bit, I get back to a normal routine. I can have a few days
Where we going,
off
Tess?
to set it up, get the passwords online.
Buildings in this direction.
So yeah, set it up, get the passwords sorted out, get everything online, and having a nice, smooth sounding PS5 going. So our friend's got one, and it sounds, honestly, how quiet it is. It makes such a difference when it's so quiet and it's barely makes noise. Because well, I just wanted to play, what was it, Tomb Raider not too long ago, and oh my days. Oh shit. Right, I'm going to tell you what do you say about the game, like gameplay wise? But when you punch, you feel the punches, you feel that impact in it. Makes all the difference in the world when you throw that punch and you hear that thud, and you control rumbles of it, so it makes it more impactful.
Which means there's more in the area. We gotta go.
But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to having the PS5, getting it set up. It's just sounding smooth. It'd be nice to go into the SHAREfactory on the PS5, see what they've done different, see any new features. Yeah, so as I said, I was very surprised. You know, they're very hard to get hold of, but you can get hold of them. I think my girlfriend went on to something like Twitter had like a notifications for like PS5s back in your stock in your area, that kind of thing. So it is fully possible to get a PS5, but you just got to be patient. I mean, like I said, I think they are doing well with. Well, not well. They are getting games out as soon as they can, given the pandemic. But honestly, if you was thinking, oh, I really want PS5, I'm missing out. Honestly, the best thing is stay your PS4. I think for the next year. Obviously, that's easy to say for me getting one, but stay your PS4. Give a chance to the PS5 to build up a library, because it needs to build up a library. At the moment, it's only got what 3-4 games, or 5 games. You know, only 3 or 4 that you really want. Pull it down, Joe. Yeah, get a chance to build up.
What? I don't hear anything.
Great double time.
They're coming.
I know.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Go.
Close. God, howdy, that was close.
You got something on your shoe.
Give him a hand.
Gross.
Bum bum. Oh, that's my dad joke. I think from all my features, I'm gonna have
Get out of this place.
a dad joke per the Joe. So, give me a hand. No, give him a hand.
So Marlene thinks you're immune?
The hands-on approach
That's what she believes.
is very handy to have you around. No, stop.
Yeah,
For now.
I'd sneak out. I was in this.
You'd sneak out?
You know,
Oh, thank you
little city.
very much.
I was in the mall when I ran into infected.
That place is completely off limits. How the hell did you get in there?
I had my ways.
Had his ways, had our ways.
Anyways, one of those, what you guys call runners, bit me, and that was that.
I see.
Fair enough. I
Were
mean,
you with
yeah.
Marlene when you were bitten?
No. I went to her for help afterwards.
Knowing her, I'm surprised she didn't shoot you.
She almost did. Hope she's alright.
When did you get a shot?
Toby.
Oh, did you get in Tommy's house? Not Tommy's house. His friend's house. Oh, I thought it was his name. It's not Tommy, is it? Come on. You know what I mean? When you go to that town, it has that guy there. Cannot remember his name for the life of me. It'll come back to me at some point, but start. No, it's not. It's that one. That one. That's the one. Oh yeah. So obviously I've played this game before, so most of it is upgraded. Most of you know anyway, but it is upgraded. But yeah, so soon have Joel up to his fullest potential apparently. What was I saying? Yeah, so I think if you waited a bit longer for the PS5, I think by the end of the year, start of next year, like it seems like a long way away, but given the time with the Xbox as well, I suppose, enough time. Obviously, your consoles, they have more games out. The people get back to normal. People return back to the office. But I don't think in a rush. I just replay some games like I'm doing. I think if you're with the mindset of you can't afford a PS5 or you haven't got one or these new games are too expensive, but at least go back to like one of these games like The Last of Us or Uncharted or God of War. Go back to these games that you've played before and loved, and re-experience them. So obviously that's what I do sometimes. Like sometimes it's nice to go back to a game, play it through, like play it on a new difficulty, or try and get a platinum or something like that. Try and enjoy it. Or not try and enjoy it, but try and do something different with it. That's probably the best way to go. But like I said, if you do have a Twitter and you go onto one of these websites and you have the money, just be patient and wait out, because they are still delivering PS5s. It's just it takes a while for it to kind of get through, for them to arrive. But tomato, you do you. But that's my piece of advice.
Tess.
Come on, stay close to me.
Back to this game, yeah, back to this game. Well, I've said before, I think when you get out towards the more these kind of areas, where it's a bit more kind of nature's taken over and the buildings are destroyed or dilapidated, it's a bit more interesting, I think. Like, you know, just for me personally, it's a bit more interesting where it's a bit more like this and it's a bit more kind of the wild, like the wild and everything like that. But that is just me. That's what I like anyway. But I was saying underneath the train station, I think trouble is. Oh, Brendan. What are you doing, Joel? You're having you have a massive, fantastic game with with great story, great graphics, great sounds, great immersion, all that, great visuals. But I think trouble is you have like one or two things, and it can just briefly, if not completely, take out the moment. Because, like I said, I love The Last of Us. It's one of my favourite games of all time, narrative-wise, character-wise. But having shitty AI, they do stupid shit. They do run in front of enemies and they do run out of place. So they don't help you. It can drag out a little bit. I think sometimes, like I said, like when we were in the train station, that scene there, it was tense. Sweat palms because you got clickers around you and you got the runners and they're affected near you. And it's nervous, but then you can't Ellie or Tess run in front of them. You think, oh well, that's me at the moment. If not for a brief second, but you know what I mean. But like I said, I think when you come to Last of Us, you do kind of mostly for the story. That's what people say about it.
Hurry, go, go, go!
Let's try to be edgy, and they're like,
I'm alive.
the storyline's man like shit and all that.
I'll
You
make
lie
my
to
way
yourself.
around.
Look at here!
Tess.
Run!
How is it? Yeah, like I said, you're the people who say, "Oh, this Last of Us isn't a great game." Is it? It's a poor story. I think you're lying to yourself, mate. Like I said, if you don't like a game, that is fine, because not everything's for everyone. There's set games that people a lot low from me that are thinking, not too bad, but it's not great. But yeah, for me, it's the storyline kind of this game. For me, it's the characters, the emotional journey, the ending, the narrative behind it. That's what I come to this game for, because that's probably the best thing about this game. Like I said, I can give or take some of the gameplay, some of the visually for its time, like 2013, 2015. It's pretty good. Don't come towards me. Oh, it doesn't try. I keep doing that. I keep going. It's. Right, let's go for this. Well, speaking of games that you might go back to and play again, did you see that they remastered Dead Space, the first Dead Space, and that'll be coming out at some point soon? And I effing love Dead Space. One of the first games that I played horror-wise that I really got into, really sunk my claws into, which kind of introduced me and got me over the hump into horror games. Because growing up, they weren't my favourite game. I didn't like being scared so much. So then I played the original, like Resident Evil, the original Silent Hills, those games. I think Dead Space was probably the first game that I kind of embraced, because it was more action horror. And I kind of be like my gateway into Evil Inside. No, sorry, Evil Inside, Evil Within. Sorry, Outlast, those kind of games. And then recently, on the channel, I've played the Resident Evil 2. I've yet to play Silent Hill though. That'll be the next game, I think. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, this is in Tessa's bit, isn't it?
I'm fine. Guys, get in here! The girl!
Shit.
Let me
Headshot.
Fucking hate these things.
What are the horror games? Oh, what's that game with you conjure a cop? Oh, I can't remember what it's called yet. Oh, this is a Sega thing as well. Condemned. So that's another good game that I think you should probably read it when you get a chance. Yeah, I think that game. I'll tell you what as well. Been playing what's it called? Resident Evil 4 recently on the Switch. I'll tell you what. I said on that game that I was probably actually tell I. That's probably the first game I played horror narrative wise that I mean that got me into the horror games, into that kind of thing. But going back to it, tell you what, it's still a fantastic game. Like gameplay wise, it still holds up. But like in terms of script and all that, and dialogue, oh my god, I did not realise how cheesy it was. Oh my days. Resident Evil 4 dialogue is pretty out there, I'm not gonna lie, pretty different. Pretty bloody different. But anyway guys, I think that probably wraps up part 6 of our Last of Us playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good weekend. Hopefully, leave a comment in the comment section, leave a like, all the good jazz.
Tess, how are you holding up?
Just a bit
Tess is
winded.
alright. Hope you guys are alright.
Look this way. This will get us to the roof.
And I shall see you next weekend for part 7 of the Last of Us playthrough. Anyway guys, stay safe, stay strong, see you soon. Bye 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 bye. Bye.